Today we're going to be reviewing this foam cannon sent to me by MJJC. So MJJC version 3 foam cannon. It's a product that they've sent to me for review. And we'll first do an unboxing, then we'll go take it outside and see what it can do. It's the very first time that I'm going to be opening this box, and pretty nice container. There's some instructions at the back, or some information at the back. What's new with the v3.0? New structure, easier and smoother to control, 360-degree spray, new straw tube, new bottle and cap, new foam technology. Pretty cool. And there are directions on the end panel here. So I'll put a still on the screen so that you can read that. And yeah, that's about it. All right, let's get this thing open. More instructions on how to use it on the inside panel. Beautifully boxed foam protector on top, operating instructions. Full operating instructions here. It's a nice flyout, well done. Color pictures throughout. Okay. Very good. Comes with a neat bottle with the graduations here. 100 milliliters right up to 1 liter. So yeah, pretty nice. Sturdy. The cannon itself is like this. Standard type cannon. Looks pretty good. Feels quite hefty. And then the rest of the kit is here. I guess this is the straw. This is a nozzle. It comes with a couple of spare O-rings, and this here is, I guess, the nozzle end. I haven't read the instructions yet. So that's it. It's pretty simple. Now, the success of any foam cannon depends largely on the detergent that you use. MJJC didn't send me any detergent to go with their foam cannon, so I guess they're leaving that completely up to me. I did see one review on the internet where the guy used common dishwashing detergent. I'm not going to do that. I do have some detergent here. As you can see, it's Chemical Guys Extreme Body Wash and Wax Color Brightening Technology. I'll be putting some of that in here, filling it up with water, the right proportions, and then trying this out on my power washer. So now we'll go ahead and put this thing together. Got the bottle here, we've got the straw. I guess these things are well packaged, so they've got to be cut open. This here is the 1.1 millimeter nozzle, so we won't need that for today. The straw is in a nice, it's a nice rubbery type silicone straw. So what this means is that it'll hang down nicely into the bottle and find the lowest point. Whereas with a stiff straw, you see that? With a stiff straw, it might ending up here when you're kind of spraying at this angle. So it wouldn't necessarily find the lowest point. This soft material here is really good for finding the low point on the in the bottle. So you just push this on here, I guess. Make sure this is a one-time only affair, so you're not going to have to do this again once you get it on. But make sure that it's on securely all the way up to the top of that. Hopefully you can see that there. Then you put it in. The threads on the top of the bottle are are a very aggressive thread. So I don't know if you can see that, but it just takes maybe a quarter turn to tighten that down. And there's a couple of silicone O-rings right here. Couple of silicone O-rings right there that'll ensure a good seal. So that's good quality. Yeah, you can feel it as you tighten it. So that's tightened pretty good. Good, so we'll open this one. Curiously, this bag has a Ziploc type closure, whereas the other one didn't. But that's okay. And like I said, a couple of spare O-rings. So it might be a good idea to transfer this from this junk bag here into the Ziploc bag and keep it together for storage. This has to screw into the back of this. That in there, hopefully you can see it in the shot, that's the 1.2 millimeter nozzle. So that comes pre-installed, and they suggest that you use a flat-bladed screwdriver to check that that's tight in there. And I did. So it's tight. You put this in there. There's a little O-ring there. I don't know, you can barely see that probably. You screw that in. Make sure that that's tight. I like that ball. That ball at the end of this thing here. Make sure that you get to the bottom of that of this bottle. That's really nice touch. My other foam cannon doesn't have that. It's just got a stiff plastic tube that sometimes ends up here when the foam cannon is leaning downwards. So that's upgraded for this one, and I think that that's a good move. Now, so that's it installed. All we need is soap to the correct dilution in here, and then we can connect it to our pressure washer and see how it works. To do that, this is the adapter for my pressure washer. It's a Karcher pressure washer I've got, and this is the quick connect here. This fits onto the actual nozzle on the pressure washer, and this I just took it off to show you how it connects. You just push that back and connect it like that. So it's a quick connect, quick release. So this is the correct connection for mine. They do have other types of connection, like I showed in the leaflet, but this one is for the Karcher. Now, a couple of words on the operation of this. This knob here is for the foam capacity adjustment. So this is what regulates the amount of foam coming out. And this adjustment here, and they're both very smooth. There's a little bit of drag on it, so it's a nice feeling. That's for the foam spray distance. So you get a long distance but smaller range or a smaller angle. And I guess turning it the other way, you'll get short distance and wider angle. So I'm going to have to experiment with that when I start spraying the foam on the vehicle that I'm going to be washing. Now we're going to add our soap solution into this. Like I said before, I've got this Chemical Guys solution, and it calls for 2 ounces to 5 gallons, which seems kind of weak. But anyway, I'm going to put the ratio that the MJJC instructions call for, which is 100 milliliters, I believe, to 900 milliliters of water. So I'm going to use that same concentration just to see what happens here. This is my Karcher electric pressure washer. And I've got this kind of a head on it. Now to connect this, you just pull back on that and snap it in, make sure it's all connected. So this is all connected now. So let's give it a shot. All right. So remember, this is for foam pattern, I believe. So we'll adjust that and see how it goes. Right off the bat, this is kicking out a lot of nice foam here. I'm going to turn the top knob, this knob here, to adjust the amount of foam coming out. I think the middle setting is probably the best. Well, as you can see, we've got about half of the bottle gone with that much foaming. I did a lot of foaming on both sides, so it's got a pretty good coverage all over. I'm going to let that sit for a little while, and then I'm going to rinse it off and then foam the rest of this bottle here and then probably agitate. But as you can see, that's a pretty darn good job. Nice, thick, rich, creamy foam. Again, you've got to make sure that you get the mixture right in the detergent solution. A lot of the foam success is going to depend on how much detergent you put in there and how much water you put in there. So, but the actual foam cannon itself works pretty good. This front adjustment here keeps the, it spreads out and it focuses that spray pattern pretty darn good. So you get a nice coverage. It would work really well on a car with the nice flat panels. So you can get that dialed in pretty good. And the action of this adjustment is pretty smooth, as is the knob at the top. Pretty smooth as well. I didn't find that this gave as much adjustability as this one though. So turning this, not so bad. I mean, the foam content, it didn't look to change that much. It didn't look to change, as dramatically as with this. So this is the more important for me adjustment. While the bike is dripping off, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say, if you're interested in buying this foam cannon, and I think it's a great buy, you may want to use the link in the description below and use the code GRUMPY10 for a 10% discount on the purchase price. So if you put GRUMPY10 when you purchase this through the link in the description below, you'll get 10% off. Now let me go rinse this off now. And the foam rinsed off pretty good. If memory serves me correctly, the foam actually lingered a bit longer on this bike than in previous occasions with my other foam cannon. A lot of that has to do probably with the mixture of the detergent that I've got. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and put the foam cannon back on and refoam this bike again with the remainder of the detergent in the bottle. And after that, I'm going to just finish washing the bike. There's a remainder. Bike is completely foamed for the second time, and I must say, very pleased with how this foam cannon is actually performing. It is doing a really good job. I've got no hesitation in recommending this. It's got a really smooth action on the controls, really nice connection here to the bottle, just a quarter turn. And of course, look at this. You see, no matter where you put the bottle, that hose falls to the lowest level. Okay? That is a big plus. I really like that. So for a wash of a bike, you probably use the whole bottle if you want. I mean, for a car, you probably need a little bit more than this volume, but this is really, really good. Fully recommend this foam cannon. And I've not been encouraged by the manufacturer to say anything like that. Okay, so this is my opinion. So there you have it, folks. Field test of the MJJC Foam Cannon version 3. Great product. You might want to consider purchasing one of these from the link in the description below and use the code GRUMPY10. Great foam cannon. Yeah, I think it's better than my other one. So anyway, that's it for me. If you like this video, give a like, subscribe, and share the video. Leave a comment in the description below. What do you think of this foam cannon? And see you in the next video.